Road Comics Adventures. I'm Renee Bray, and this is my partner, Flip Orley.
Hello. I don't introduce myself.
I know you hate to do that,
I
so
don't
I
know
jumped
why.
it because
I don't know.
please, nobody knows why
Oh.
you do the things you do.
You know what? I'm going to do one more thing. Just keep talking amongst yourselves.
Oh, you're gonna flip the monitor around so
Yeah, I
we
wanna
can
be able
see
to see what's
ourselves
going on.
because we love that so
Well, I
much.
just want to know what's going on.
Although I will tell you, this week has proven one thing to me:
Which
you
is?
and I, in the right situation, love to have our photos taken. Who
Um,
knew?
I think it's tilted. I don't know. You keep talking amongst yourselves.
Actually, we are very excited to be here tonight. We have our new sponsor, which we'll be telling you about shortly. And that sponsor took some photos of us.
They did.
I actually, for two people who don't like to have their picture taken, I really enjoyed the session.
So, again, when you're in the entertainment business, you have to have pictures taken every now and again to show the most current you. And they're referred to a lot of times as either 8x10s or headshots, promotional photos. And neither one of us ever actually really did that. We just
No, that's not true.
No, I mean we didn't.
We figured out you had 3, I had 2. So every 15 years, you and I go, oh,
I guess it's
man, we got to do that.
I guess so. So again, when Renee mentioned to me that we were going to go ahead and do these pictures, I didn't want to seem unenthusiastic, but I wasn't chomping at the bit.
Yeah, we're not those people that jump in front of it, and I was so pleasantly surprised.
Well, explain to them why and what's going on.
Well, I was going to give people a few more minutes for people to comment. By the way, what are you doing right now?
Yeah, it's so interesting you ask. So this dear friend of mine is in a competition for Entrepreneur of the Year or something.
Entrepreneur Impact.
And
isn't that funny how it switched to the other screen just as you went to read it?
Well, I know what it looks like, so I recognize it by sight. But I'm having a hard time logging in, which is a thing. So now, have you ever done that where you keep holding it around, hoping you catch a signal like in a certain area? It's almost like the old like rabbit ears.
Right.
From oh look, there you are. You're currently third.
I'm currently in third. So what we're saying to you is, if you haven't voted today, please vote. And you too can still continue to be our partner.
I'm making it happen.
I know, you always do.
Every day.
Every day counts. I believe we're going down to the final 5 or 10.
Your vote for Renee Bray was received.
That keeps you in the good graces. We've been having a great time this week. We actually started out, we got into Orlando Thursday night. Friday, we were at the Ritz Theater in Winter Haven, Florida. Oh my gosh.
What a stunning,
gorgeous, nice. Oh my gosh, were the people there the nicest people you've ever met?
As lovely as they could be.
And it was wonderful. And here was an interesting little turn of events. And I decided to wait till after the podcast to post the pictures. Normally, I have a lot of pictures I'm posting from audience shots and things.
Right.
We didn't get a lot of those because Storm, the Road Comics Adventure dog, decided she wasn't going to miss a live performance.
She really got herself in a snit this trip.
She is becoming a diva. She was like, no, if you stay, I'm going to chew on the skin on my legs. So she wound up going to the theater with us, and they could not have been more accommodating.
No, they were wonderful.
But she also wouldn't let me leave the green room to go out and take photos. So I stayed in the green room with her, and we listened to your show, which was very nice.
It was fun. 2.5 hours, good volunteers, nice crowd. Everybody laughed in all the right places, which was lovely.
Not only that, who did we get to see? Jewel and Dennis.
Yep.
my buddies. We got great photos with them. We had Melissa and Troy because they had never seen you. They really enjoyed the show. All four
I'm glad.
of them. Me too, because I told them you were funny. They were counting on me believing you.
Right.
Yeah, who knew?
Lots of pressure there. You're funny. Can't I just be competent?
I didn't say you were confident. I said you were funny.
Well, no. One is easier than the other. I can fake competence.
And as you may hear in the background, Storm also decided on Saturday that she was going to the theater with us, and we were at the old opera house.
Historic Heart Opera House in Arcadia, Florida.
And these are the most lovely people I think
gosh.
I've ever met. And when they saw Storm, usually people are a little like, why is the dog in our theater?
Yeah, I mean, they're not off-put, but they're not jumping up and down with joy.
These people were like, can we give her pup cups? We got our dogs, come up here. And they gave her a toy, and we go, she doesn't play with toys.
I bought, as an aside.
Here we go. I hope you guys have your bingo cards ready.
So she likes like volleyballs, kickballs, soccer balls, things like that. And then she will destroy them anywhere from 2 days to 2 weeks. Right?
Yes.
But I mean, she's got a pretty good set of choppers, and
which is actually not true.
No.
We noticed that her canine teeth are equal. She has broken
well, I don't think she's broken. I think she could have, but I thought she ground them down.
They're gone.
Yeah.
But even with the other teeth.
Yeah. She likes symmetry. She didn't like the asymmetrical look.
Did you really just?
Well, no, it was with the.
See, if our sponsor could see you right now, they would go, we would like to reevaluate the photos we took with them.
So, anywho, so I decided to get her a ball that was sort of indestructible. It was like not Kong, but like a Kong thing. $25. $25, and it was a hard rubber.
And we were like, this will last her for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I figured a couple months.
Well, it's lasted her longer than that, actually, because.
So she took it out of my hand, and she promptly hid it in the yard, and we haven't seen it since.
We can't find it.
$25 down the crapper in less than an hour.
And I've begged her, and I've walked the yard. We have a very large yard.
It's a good sized yard.
It's a really.
We don't live in a subdivision. We live on an acre, so
yeah,
good sized yard.
And it's gone. So they go, oh, here's a toy we'll give her a toy. And they gave her a purple octopus. And we're like, oh, you don't have to do that because she doesn't play with toys.
Doesn't like toys, doesn't play with toys, doesn't care about toys.
I walk into his room tonight.
By the way, first time ever we're podcasting in a hotel room, not in bed together. True or not true? I'm not saying it was like a John Lennon Yoko Ono situation.
Are you done?
I don't know. Hey, that's enough.
Shh,
that's enough.
We're podcasting. She's like, yeah.
Don't you want to be an influencer?
And as soon as I walked into the hotel room, she grabs her toy and runs, which is interesting to me because what she's been doing is I have these horribly ugly pink rubber clogs things. What do you call them? Crocs. Yeah. And I have those, and I have them at our house, and I use them just for outside. And normally I don't leave them outside, but I had been doing it for a couple of days. And when I walk out into the backyard, I would get to put my little clogs on, and she would take off with one of my clogs and go running off with it. So when I walked in, she picked up her little purple octopus, and she's now got it in front of her feet, and she's just having a ball. Do we have something?
No, I said, hi everyone, Flip and Renee here. Feel free to join in and chat with us.
Look at you. You're all kinds of personality.
Well, I don't know if they know
You
they
have
can.
you have missed me, haven't you?
Maybe.
Because as you know, when
Maybe.
we're in Orlando, I stay at my old house with my son. I'm finally packing up everything. I think we've decided we're doing this.
You're my favorite Packy.
And I have been a packy this week. You're going to be surprised. The look of your house is about to change ever so slightly.
All right.
There's going to be a lot of more clothes in the closet.
Do I look comfortable or awkward? I feel like.
I don't know. I put this up against my back because I learned yesterday I've known how horrible my posture is, but
You're not posturific.
which is
Wait, I'm monkey see.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh look, it's Mike Peters saying
Hey, Mike Peters, good to see you, and congratulations to Mike Peters' better half, Dee Dee. She had a very successful event for the dog.
How about Mike Peters' equally wonderful partner, not better half?
You tell Dee Dee she's not the better half.
Dee Dee, you're
She's listening somewhere.
You're a great half. You're an equally great half.
Oh, she gonna kick your butt.
Berkey waits. Hello from Ohio. Berkey waits.
Enough.
Mark it on your banking card.
It is on the bingo cards. It is on the bingo cards. And you know what? Next week I'm going to make all new bingo cards.
Oh.
You know why? We got gifts to give away next week.
Oh, we do actually. I thought you were going to be silly, but no, we do.
Yes, next week you guys are all going to get something special from our new sponsor. So now that we got a couple of people on, let's talk about our new sponsor.
You start, and I'll fill in. When you breathe, I'll jump in.
Well, what I can tell you about our new sponsor is I saw an ad on Facebook one day where somebody was doing portraits with you and your pets. And these weren't just your typical run-of-the-mill, somebody taking pictures of you with your dog. These were gorgeous, beautiful photos that is artwork.
Yeah.
And I clicked on it and I sent them a message and they responded. Since then, we've developed a wonderful relationship. The name of the company is Rebecca Rose Portrait Studios. Now, not only does she do beautiful portraits with your animals, but any kind of family situation, your children, your grandparents, or just a group of friends.
Or you individually, or you and your significant other, known as the better half, or just like any individual duo or group, they make these amazing. It's just they were so good at what they do.
And we talked with them and realized they are such like-minded people. Rebecca, who is the owner and who started this company, actually came in on her day off and took our photos. We've only seen one so far, but it was the most amazing photograph of you that I've ever seen.
Yes. I mean, I say it's sweet, but I didn't do it. I was just there. They did.
And he doesn't like to have his picture taken, as you all know, with the response to every time I have the phone up is, "You're not filming anything." It was beautiful. And they were wonderful with Storm. They are the most patient, beautiful people. And these aren't your typical Olin Mills type old oil paintings or photos. This is truly a work of art. Rebecca's an amazing artist.
Her name's Rebecca Rose. It's Rebecca Rose
Portrait Studios.
Portrait Studios.
They have one in Maitland, Florida. They're in Jacksonville, Florida.
Maitland is ostensibly Orlando, by the way. Is that right? That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm helping. If I hadn't been there, I wouldn't know where Maitland was. So if you're in the greater, let's say hypothetically you live in anywhere else USA and you go to Orlando to go into the theme parks and you think, well, I'm in Orlando going to a theme park. You're like, oh, I realize now that Maitland is in the Orlando area.
Are you also reading my mind, wondering if you're thinking something else while I'm here?
You go ahead and I'll let you know if I was right.
No, but they all know. All of our peeps know what I'm thinking. Exactly. So let me start again.
Well, let's. If you had said Maitland, they would not have known where the area is.
I know.
Okay. So I don't.
We'll talk. This goes on the notes for later.
I was healthy.
You know. So it is the greater Orlando area in Maitland. Beautiful studio. Wait till you see. We shot all the behind the scenes.
Yep.
And dealing with Flip and I and Storm had to be a challenge for them. But if it was, they never showed it.
Okay, yes, but
You were on your best behavior.
I was on my, I did as well as could be expected.
No, you far exceeded my. I'm going to be honest with you. I never know what he's going to do when I take him out anywhere. Is that accurate?
Well, yes, but do you want to know why?
Because you like to keep me on edge and nervous?
Well, whether that's true or not.
That's a plus.
Yeah, it's because I never know what I'm going to say or do until I go out. Like I'm not planning stuff. It just sort of happens to happen.
Yeah, it happens. But I know, and this is one of those things that after I started thinking about it, I went, I must have been crazy. And in reality, it was one of the nicest things I've ever done. They were wonderful. The experience was wonderful. The photos, I can't even imagine. After just seeing that one of you in Storm, I can't imagine how beautiful the other ones are. I felt like a princess yesterday.
Well, they treated you like royalty. I mean, understandably so. Admittedly, they did, and you deserve to be. But they were wildly friendly, thoughtful, accommodating, very patient, gave great direction. Took as much time as was required to get the shots they wanted.
Yeah, you don't feel like you're rushed with them. They're not rushing. This is a portrait that's going to be in your family for 200 years. Yeah. These are photos that are going to be passed down from generation to generation. And hopefully this time next week, we'll be showing you some. And if you tune in next week, you're also going to get a gift from Rebecca.
So, and then let me read this real quick, then I'll make another comment. From Dee Dee, yes, I'm here. Ha, yes, he, which is Mike, is my equal half. He went to the event and worked really hard. I could not have done it without him, which is a very thoughtful. That's very nice.
I like Mike and Dee Dee. But Dee Dee, see, if you say that he's an equal partner, then this one's going to want equal ability.
Here's the deal. And again, I don't want to beat it. I say I don't want to beat a dead horse. I know you know that's probably not true.
Grab your cards, people. No, You're about ready to knock off.
I've been in relationships on and off my whole life. And
mostly off.
Mostly off. But every time someone referred to whomever I was dating as my better half, I'm like, no. And I mean, that's not even how it's supposed. Like, there are certain phrases
I know. Like. I was just kidding.
No, I know.
With you.
I know. But like, okay, so happy wife, happy life. Okay, I hate that phrase. You know why?
None of your wives were ever happy.
No. Well, that's neither here nor there. All the truth. Happy wife, happy life. You know what that says? The subtext is.
The subtext is the man doesn't matter, and it doesn't make any difference if you're happy as long as she's happy.
Nobody gives a crap how the man or the kids or anybody else feels.
I know, but now let me, since you blew my joke, let me just.
Oh wait, there was.
Make this strike. I know, but once again, you just jumped right freaking in. Because you,
Dude, I, you know what? Let's be honest. I may or may not have been triggered. I can neither confirm nor deny.
So let me just say this. If you think I don't think of him as an equal partner, you're incorrect. As a matter of fact, who holds high status at our house?
Storm.
No.
No.
Want to guess again and tell the truth? Who's the king of the castle?
Well, there's only one male.
Go ahead and pretend like you don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, but so I'm not talking about the friendship. Not about the friendship we have. I'm just saying there's certain things.
Here's the deal. As far as I'm concerned, you're the king of the castle. Whether you wanted to be or not, you're the king of the castle, all between all day long. And you're an equal partner. And I was just saying that
No, I know
to
you
be
kidding.
Funny, but you were triggered apparently. Now, do you mind if I go back to talking about Rebecca?
Because I won't, because there was something I did want to say about that too. But so I was working accidentally as a joke killer. I slayed that joke.
Mm-hmm.
I killed it dead.
You'll pay a penalty for that, boy.
So,
and did I not put espresso in your coffee?
It was delicious.
Was it?
It was
I
good.
thought you'd enjoy that.
So sometimes I think in the day, people would go to a portrait studio or whatever, and they made a to-do out of it. Like, for instance, you said when you were a little girl, your family would do that. What,
annually? Every 6 months, my mom made an appointment, and we went to Ola Mill Studio and had photos made. And thank God that she did.
Right.
Because, quite honestly, you don't know when somebody is going to be missing from that picture. And unfortunately for us, my father passed away when I was 8. And if my mom hadn't done that, we may not have got to know him.
Right. So that's the thing. But way back when, not everyone walked around with cameras. Now almost everyone has a phone. Almost every phone has a camera. And people do. They take a lot of snapshots, digital photos. I'm telling you right now, this is not the same thing. Like, there's nothing wrong with, and it's lovely to have all the screenshots of this and pictures of that.
But how many pictures did we have of your eyebrows and below? Because somebody can't get the shot quite quick enough.
Well, that's true also. But the pictures that we all take with our phones are great in the moment photos, but they're not portraits. They're not stunning. They're not going to last forever. And in most cases, they get lost in your photo roll amongst the hundreds to thousands of other pictures. I got to be honest, like,
they're stunning.
They're gallery quality.
And we had hoped tonight, we did a great interview with Rebecca. I tell you what, just an amazing soul she is.
Yeah.
As well as Allie, her marketing manager, who I fell in love the first time I talked to Allie. I told you with them, I knew these were our kinds of people. I just thoroughly enjoyed yesterday. And the interview was so good that we didn't want to put it together too quickly.
No, I didn't want to rush to edit it in a way that was going to be...
Much like the way she does her portraits.
Yeah,
we didn't want to do that. But we will be putting it up shortly because she's such a lovely person and she's such an artiste. She's really...
By the way, you know Renee means it when she said it with a flair. You didn't say she's such an artist. You said she's such an artiste.
Yes, she goes. Well, she goes way beyond being a photographer.
Oh, no doubt. But so if I say that someone's evil, that's one thing, right? But if I go, oh, they're evil, that's like a step above. So you went with artiste. It's a step above.
Yeah, you'd think I'd have done that with a partner, but apparently tonight I'm not thinking so much so.
Oh, would you like to hear what Becky said?
Yes.
Okay. Renee, your hair looks good that way.
Oh, thank you very much, because it's going to be this way for at least 3 or 4 months. I've been wanting to get my hair done for a while because I'm not a curling iron blow dryer type. I needed a wash and go. So now I have that. So I'm very happy with that. Thank you, Becky. Thank you.
See how you said wash and go?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
See, I think that was a good. I think that was a good addition.
We had a discussion in the car.
It's really funny how phrasing and word choice matters. Like so even if you say something and everyone in the room, in this case in the car, knows what you mean, and I do it, I knew what you meant, it still had a funny sound in my ear that I had to point out. But wash and go, yep,
Yeah.
wash and go.
But thank you very much, Becky. I appreciate that. So now it'll be easier, and I always won't look so ratty at the podcasts and everything.
So I don't remember all the locations, but Renee started, and I'm swinging back around so she can finish all the locations for Rebecca Rose Portrait Studios.
First of all, we have Maitland, which is the greater Orlando area. We have Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Austin, Texas, Nashville, Tennessee, and Connecticut. I believe there may be more. I'm not sure, but I do know she will be opening more of them in the future. And I will tell you, especially you folks that are in Wilmington, Ohio, it's worth your time to think about making a drive.
I'm gonna.
Well, I had it memorized until it got interrupted.
Well, that's why I swung you back around. I swung you back around. Didn't you? I thought you would have noticed that.
I noticed that. I appreciate it.
And was it? And all joking aside, I'm going to check right now. Was it?
I knew what you were doing. That's why I said I had them. I had them listed in my head. That's why I wanted to run through them real quick.
Was it Maine or was it Connecticut?
It was Connecticut.
Okay.
That's where she's from, because you went Connecticut.
Well, it's funny because she mentioned towns like Austin, Nashville, Gainesville, Tallahassee. I'm looking, but she just said the great state of Connecticut, but not a town. That's why.
Are you still taking your brain pills?
Don't be like that. Okay. Okay, yeah, so it's in Florida, Texas, Tennessee, and Connecticut. Texas is Austin. Tennessee is Nashville. You had mentioned 3 places in Florida, right?
Yes.
Let's see. Okay, yeah. Orlando, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Connecticut, which is Colchester. That's probably why she says Connecticut.
That would be it.
Let's see, where else?
Austin.
Round Rock, which is Austin. Franklin, which is Nashville. Yeah.
So I covered them all. All right.
Franklin, is that where we were going to or had contact with the theater in Franklin?
Yes, the Station Theater, and we had to cancel because that was that horrible winter storm.
Oh, oof. That was horrible.
And they were without power for almost 2 weeks, I believe.
Yeah, that was horrible.
So anyway, now to get back to uninterrupted about Rebecca. Amazing Studios, you're going to see the interview. We're going to put it all together. And next week when you tune in, we'll be back home. And we have a big surprise because Rebecca is giving everybody a very nice gift. And we'll have that ready for you next Tuesday. If he lives.
And wait until you're done.
I'm done, man.
It'll be lovely.
They know I'm just giving you a rash of crap. I've actually missed him very much. We did get to spend the day together yesterday.
Oh, yeah. That's when we were at Rebecca Rose's studio.
And we had a ball. It turned, I was shocked. Because first of all, I was scared to death you would be miserable because, you know.
Under normal circumstances, I would have been. I don't like having my picture taken.
I don't either. I always feel very uncomfortable when everything. They were so easy. And
But I mean, first of all, I asked him, I go, look, every once in a while, I kind of slip with my language because, like, I'm not to be trusted. And she's like, oh, I don't, because I'm at work and I have kids, but you don't worry about it. Nothing offends me. It'll be fine. She just
and thank God. Normally, that's when he would have gone challenge accepted, but you didn't. You were well behaved. You wore shoes
and socks,
and both of us dressed up a tad. I think people will be surprised when they see us.
Although the twins were Roman free.
Flip, can't we get through one sentence? Really?
Well, I mean, if you're going to point out my socks, I'm going to point out my other shortcomings.
I was pointing out all the wonderful things you did.
Oh.
And you were very handsome. And Storm was gorgeous. Oh, there was never any of that crap. No. Me, I believe there's a picture of me like that.
Really?
Yeah. No. Not only that, what did she have that was so exciting? I believe I got to wear a tiara.
Oh my goodness, you did have a tiara. I never thought I was going to hear the end of it.
Oh, you're not? I have the picture. Thank God Allie took a picture of me with that tiara.
I would have.
Yeah, but you did really good too, because he does everything behind the scenes. What is amazing is I've watched that footage today at the behind the scenes just from one of the cameras we used. We actually used a 2-camera shoot.
Right.
So that we could see Rebecca, and you can watch her actually working. And then we used my phone to film what she was doing with us. So I got to watch that part. Fascinating, and I really enjoyed watching it, believe it or not. Storm, on the other hand, she had no trouble with her twins. But she found out they had treats.
Oh my God! Yeah, they were treat-alicious.
And they actually gave us a beautiful bag of treats for her to bring on the trip, and that's why she's laying there over in the coma right now.
Yeah, she's dreaming about going back to the photography studio.
And if we can also circle back to Saturday,
we were at the
Herd Opera House
in
Arcadia, Florida.
Yep.
And we met some wonderful people, and all the final details aren't done yet. We are going to work in conjunction with them to bring a regular, actually I'm not going to call it a spectacular comedy show once a month to Arcadia.
And we also will be back at the Herd Opera House in Arcadia in November.
November what?
That one day in November that you hear so much about. 7th?
Yeah.
Is it the 7th? November 7th. If you were to check my backside, you'd find one less piece of information.
Yeah.
Because I pulled that right out of that too.
But they were the nicest people. Here's the deal. I'm the one that's usually on the phone or on the computer dealing with people. He does all the editing. He does 90% of the video, unless he's the star of it. And I'm the front person. I'm
not to be trusted, evidently dealing with the public.
No, because we would like to stay in business more than today. Bless his heart. I will be emailing back and forth or talking to somebody on the phone, and I come in and give them my report. Now, there was one guy, and we're not going to mention any names. Did you hear that loud and clear?
Yeah.
Okay. That I got off of an email conversation with the guy, and I go, this guy's a pain in the neck. I don't like him. This is going to be terrible. And don't worry, he's so difficult to deal with, I don't think we'll be booking with him. We actually did wind up booking for him, and what did we find out?
Honestly, one of the nicest people. Oh, wait, which one? Which one are you talking about?
The horrible one.
Oh,
One of the horrible ones.
Well,
We've only had 2 horrible ones.
Oh. I know which one you mean. Horrible.
Yeah, it was like,
One and done.
yeah.
I want to, like a pirate.
No, that wasn't the pirate.
No, I know it wasn't pirate. I was making the noise.
He's also responsible for the sound effects. But almost every time I've gotten off of an email conversation and gone, these people are amazing. Or like when I talked to Allie the first time.
Amazing.
I got off the phone with Allie from Rebecca Rose Portrait Studios, and I go, I love these people. And I go, Flip, we're going to do this.
Yeah.
I was really into it. And I felt the same way about Heard Opera House.
So we had the chance to visit with the husband and wife who...
Charlie and Monica.
There's no reason to pronounce her name that way.
And Tony, who was a volunteer there.
Oh,
my God. He was
a
fascinating guy, too. I really enjoyed talking to him. And one of their friends, Harley, who came in, and she was also wonderful.
A dog trainer, and as it turns out, I found out quite by accident, because of Harley, that my dog speaks German.
But as we've also pointed out to you, and if you don't believe me, pick up your bingo cards. You don't.
Yeah, I do. German, Swedish, Spanish, the King's English, and I'm sure a few others.
Mm-hmm. Everybody that believes that load of crap, raise your hand.
And Mandarin.
What's really sad is I have missed you so much the last 4 days. And all I can think about is I can't wait till Thursday till we're back in the car.
Heading up to Newport News, Virginia.
Kasi's Comedy Club, one of my favorites. Lorraine is going to rip you to shreds. She is going to take care of some of this crazy in you.
Oh my God, you are so wildly optimistic about shit that will never happen.
We were going to have a great time. You guys, if you have friends or know of anybody there, please go to our events page and share our event at Kasi's with them. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm very excited about it.
I'm just rolling through different little things I'm putting on here right now. It says season 2, episode 11, which I think it is. I'm not certain. Yeah, it probably is. It's in that vicinity.
He lost count during season 1. We had like 6 25s.
Yeah, was it 24, 25, or 26?
He put
yeah, but we had 6 of them in a row.
Yeah, and he goes, let's see how long it takes before anybody finds this. Like, nobody cares.
Nobody cared. Nobody said Jack.
Good boy.
I caught that at the last moment.
I saw you editing in that. It was pretty.
It was going to be another old-timey man's name with 4 letters. But I updated to Jack. By the way, my dad had that 4-letter olden days man's name.
Richard was his name, right?
I think so.
And it was shortened to.
Yes, and it's one of the very few things my grandparents got right.
Okay.
Wait, that's supposed to be an internal thought. I just ixnay on the ick day.
And actually we've been working until today.
Today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be, you're working hard tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm taking off.
Yeah, and Sunday we had a day off.
Yeah.
Because she was supposed to do my hair on Sunday and then couldn't do it. So I wound up getting my hair done today, and that was like an afternoon, which is really hard for me because I have a hard time sitting still.
And Sunday I worked hard. I watched the Food Network. because that's what I do.
Yes, you do. And that's okay. You needed the rest because we are still coming off of an illness. I mean, you're still suffering from some of this stuff.
I don't feel horrible. I don't feel great. You can feel better. You're a hypnotist. So I do.
I know. But I also know when you don't feel well, don't I? Because I'm a psychic in LA, Louisiana.
Yeah, sure.
You know what that is, right?
The psychic in LA?
I'm a psychic in LA. That's a song.
No, is it really?
Yeah.
Who does it?
Dionne Warwick, I believe.
No, Dionne Warwick, wasn't she like she was part of the psychic phone network, wasn't she?
Yeah, look at us. We both grabbed our phones. We've been on air 15. No, but you picked it up to look at for Rebecca's.
Well, because I want to make sure I had her addresses.
I had them before you interrupted me.
Well,
but
why is that a one-time deal?
Yeah.
I committed them to memory for 15 minutes, and you went past my time frame, and they went away.
Because I'm not taking the memory pills. You are.
You know, the memory pills help me to rise to the occasion. Of any kind of memory thing I need to kind of lock in.
Are you good? Now I forget. Oh.
Psychic in LA.
What song has Psychic in LA lyrics?
I've never. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
I think it's I Saw a Psychic in LA. Who sang I Saw a Psychic in LA? You guys just talk amongst them. Well, that it's supposedly the Peach Pit, the rock band.
Never heard of them. I've never heard of them. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure they're enjoying watching us.
No, I was trying to see if we were.
Dionne Warwick psychic song. Hang on, I'm on it.
Yeah, I don't know if we're even.
Love Power. Here you go. It's Love Power. The 1987 ballad lyrics begin with "Saw a psychic in LA just the other day."
Huh. I can't even tell. This doesn't even say that we're on.
And she told me what I knew was true.
What did you know that was true?
No, that's the lyrics.
Oh. No, I was talking about. I don't know the song.
I know. I saw
then Dionne Warwick
in LA just the other day.
Then Dionne Warwick.
She told me what.
She stopped singing and she started taking people's money.
Yeah, and that was this song was one of the lead-ins.
Did she write that song because she foresaw?
I don't know.
Foresaw?
She is famously associated with the 1990 Psychic Friends Network infomercials, often featuring her song "Love Power" with Jeffrey Osborne.
Okay.
And see, this was. You guys may find this funny or disturbing. I don't know. I'm thinking sometimes we're more disturbing than funny. It's hard to tell.
Where are you headed with that?
Where I'm headed with this is I am one of these days, we're going to have to put out an album called The Soundtrack of Our Life. Because for some reason, during the day, every day we come up with 5 or 6 different phrases. One of us will say something to the other one. And then the other one writes a song parody to it. You know, like "Start Me Up."
Oh, right. So
think one of the cleaner ones.
So we were driving, I think to Florida, and Renee kept messing, like sort of unconsciously almost, with the door handle to the car door. And so I kind of jokingly made up a song to remind her to not fall out of the car.
But most of the time, it's just a phrase you'll say, like "I saw a psychic in LA."
Right.
and then you immediately will go into the song. Like "Start Me Up" was later.
That was today.
That was today.
I don't
Yeah,
remember what it was in reference to, but
I don't either. And then we go and my son had made a comment a long while ago about some of the music you and I were talking about. That's before we'd even met. We were on the phone and talking one night
Right.
about music, and my son goes, "Oh God, that's the soundtrack to my childhood." And I went, "Oh my God, that's
probably soundtrack to his childhood.
yeah." And now we should have a soundtrack to our life because we are moving and grooving. I entered that entrepreneur impact thing.
You're in third. I don't know how.
I'm in third in my group. Becky's in third. I checked right before I left the house. You guys vote for either one of us. I think it's so cool that two women from a town of 10,000, we're competing against big industry people. For example, one of the people running is the guy who came up with Linktree. So he owns this big corporation, and competing against us, there's a 17-year-old boy who delivers ice cream to boaters by sailboat somewhere, like I think up in Michigan or whatever. But these are high-powered people, and Becky and I are just plugging
Well, the
along.
17-year-old not high-powered.
No, but I bet his family is.
Probably. I mean, yeah, truth be told, probably.
Yeah, and now I'm seeing where people are buying ads on Facebook in order to get more people to vote for them. And Becky and I are like, hey,
We're not buying ads. We're not
buying ads. And I've also been shocked at the number of people, and Becky, I bet you found the same thing, that'll go, we can get you up to number one. Because their whole business is about helping people win contests.
Well,
I don't want to win a contest because I hired somebody to do it for me. I wanted to win because I want somebody to say, hey, look, the idea that you guys have for a documentary that will help stop sexual assault and be educational about that, the movie that you want to make that will put humor in people's life.
right.
I want you to vote for me because of that. I want you to vote for Becky because she's a hardworking human being that's making sure no kid in those communities go to school and are embarrassed because they don't have school supplies because their parents can't afford it.
Right.
I think those are worthy causes.
I agree.
And so I hope you'll vote for Rebecca Thompson Wade, or for me, or switch off every day. I've also been so amazed by the overwhelming support from people. You know, my friends and the people that come to the comedy shows have been truly amazing. And this lasts a long time. This has been going on.
Oh, yeah. This is.
Yeah, and we still got, I think after Thursday, I think we go down to the final 5 and then the top 1 from every group.
So I think you started with roughly 80 in your group, right?
Right.
And then after a couple of weeks, whatever it was, they dropped 60 out of the 80 and they had the top 20. And then from there, they had the top 15.
And now
now it's the top 10.
And we're going to the top 5.
But in each case, it's always been like from the time you got in the top 20 until the time you either did or didn't make it in the top 15, it was a week of voting.
Yes, the voting for this round that'll put us in the top 5 ends Thursday night.
Started Thursday, ends Thursday. So it's a full week of voting just to get from 20 to 15, then from 15 to 10, now from 10 to 5.
And this is going to be the big one. I think, this one's going to be the hard one to make. We're both in third in our groups right now.
Well, I'll bet the 60 that dropped out after the first cut thought that the first cut was a pretty big one.
First cut's the deepest.
That's what Rod Stewart said. And then some.
See,
Baby,
this is what I'm saying.
Maybe I know.
This is.
When it comes to loving, I'm first. When it comes to loving me, she's worse. or something like that.
So the point I was going to start to make was that may have been a mom look. I just didn't look at you directly on the bingo card.
And on that note,
we're not like 30-year-old kids. Where you're looking up the lyrics, aren't you? Because you can't stand not to know. I know what you're doing. We're on what Flip labels as port time. We don't have the next 20 years to decide what we want to do. We need to decide it and do it. And most of you know that the transformation I've made since he and I reconnected was to embrace my life again. And not buy the goat farm and dress them in clothes and stuff.
Could have done it.
I know, but I have a feeling you wound up in the clothes on the field.
When it comes to being lucky, she's cursed. When it comes to loving me, she's the worst. I was close, but I still want you by my side just to help me dry the tears that I've cried. And I'm sure gonna give you a try. And if you want, I'll try to love again. Baby, I'll try to love again. But I know, what do I know?
The first cut is the deepest.
Baby, I know. The first cut?
Deepest.
But when it comes to being lucky, she's cursed.
Yeah, no kidding.
When it comes
and
to
everybody watching this goes, apparently she really is.
That was uncalled for.
I thought he's surely not going to read these because he's going to see where this is going to go.
that first cut was the deepest.
Was it then?
Yeah, that hurt.
Are you running a fever? You seem to be flushed a little bit.
More?
You're a little warm. No, I thought he's not going to keep reading this because he's going to know exactly what I'm thinking.
When it comes to loving me, she's the worst. Yeah, no, I'm reading that from the dude's point of view. Mm-hmm. She may be cursed, but she's turned out to be the worst. Mm-hmm. Baby, I know.
And this is how our breakfast and our coffee on the patio goes from 5 minutes to 30 to, hey, it's 11 o'clock. You need to fix breakfast before I pass out.
We actually need to get our day started.
But what I was going to say.
I'm all ears, man. Say it. Make it happen. Let it go. Let it out.
Because we're not in our 30s, he and I are working on projects every day and working hard and really trying to accomplish a lot. All the things that I wanted to do earlier in my career, and for whatever reason I couldn't. But the universe has seemed fit to put me with the right partner that had the same kind of goals.
Same kind of work ethic.
And I don't know all the other stuff, but we're accomplishing some things.
Yeah, it's been productive. It's been fun. It's been gratifying.
I love that my creativity is back flowing again. I wrote a letter and submitted it to the New York Times.
Oh, yeah.
That article.
I know.
And we're working on your cookbook.
Well, I'm cooking, and you're working on my book. Yes, we're working on it.
And I learned a few things watching Rebecca yesterday about taking pictures and beautiful photos of anything.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I watched the behind the scenes. So I learned a few things because, it's important to me because I want to be the illustrator of your book. I want to be the one that takes all the photos.
Well, there's going to be no one other than you. It's you or no one. It's you.
What, baby, it's you?
See,
I that's a song, Baby, It's You.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that one.
Well, it's a song lyric again, and this can happen for hours on end at home.
I don't know the lyrics to that song, but I know the song. Any photographic tips you'd like to share with me on the podcast, or are you just keeping them to yourself?
I'm just holding on to them for right now because it's more close up things. You were the one that had helpful hints from me. Remember when you go, hey, do you mind if you get my whole head into the video?
I did help. I did help because those pictures left a lot to the imagination. It's
my arms get tired holding the cell phone like this.
Well,
but do you know what's funny? Do you remember back then? That's when I didn't want any video or pictures of me. I wouldn't.
No, you were adamant.
Yeah, and if you look at the first up to about the first 10 podcasts, first 9, I think number 10 I kind of came out of my shell. Remember that's when you were in Phoenix?
At my house.
Yeah, and you were in Phoenix.
Yeah, and you had light on you, and you were in the.
Yeah, I stayed in the dark. I was not comfortable with who I was, and I seemed to come out of my shell.
We have not seen the movie The Golden Child, right, with Eddie Murphy?
We've watched several Eddie Murphy, but The Golden Child.
I don't think so. So you used to. There's a character in the movie called The Golden Child, where Eddie Murphy wants to talk to this woman because she's like a prophet and she knows stuff.
She's a psychic.
Yes, but she's behind a screen silhouetted, so all you see is the silhouette.
And that's pretty much. And when we started talking about doing a podcast, I really wanted to do a podcast, but I said to him, "I'm not going to be on camera."
Nope.
And here's been Flip's answer for everything. Whatever you want to do, Renee. Whatever you want to do.
I'm going to argue with you. I'm not comfortable doing X. Don't do X.
But that's encouraging me to do it and let me do it in my own time frame and feel comfortable. I like to give you a lot of trouble and poke you a little bit. But all in all, you're the wind beneath my wings.
I intentionally don't know that song. I know that it's a song. I intentionally don't know that song. Why? Right. Why do you think?
Because it's Bette Midler.
Not a fan. Not a fan of Bette. I'm not a fan. So there was a movie called Get Shorty with John Travolta, Gene Hackman. We saw it.
We saw that.
Rene Russo, Dennis Fatina.
No,
Farina. Dennis Farina. And Bette Midler has something more than a cameo, but not much greater than a cameo. And I still like the movie in spite of her.
I worry about you because you're so wishy-washy on things.
I'm actually way less wishy-washy than I come across. That has always fascinated the hell out of me. Then when people go, "Oh, why don't you something about way to edit," right? Where they're being sarcastic is like I really.
Yeah, but he really is.
I'm like, oh my god!
I just thought of something. Never. Segue. 6. May 1st.
Coming up.
We are going to be in
Lakeland, Florida, at the very famous Stage Room in Lakeland.
It's
going to be Road Comics Adventures
live. We are going to be doing our show there. It is going to be the first time I've performed in Lakeland since I retired.
Wow. It's going to be the first time I've performed in Lakeland since you retired too.
Yes. Because apparently, until you met me, your career wasn't going that good because you were never booked in Lakeland.
I don't think I'd ever done Lakeland, truthfully.
And I'm so excited to be coming back because some of my biggest fan base has always been out of Lakeland. And I love those people, and it's going to be so much fun. Then what is really exciting to me is what happens on May
2, and that would be Clearwater, Florida.
At Aspirations Winery. You guys, we had such a good time over there. First of all, I didn't know what to expect. I thought we were going to be going to a grape arbor. How do you like that?
Is that a thing?
Grape arbor? Yeah.
You mean like a vineyard?
Yes, like a vineyard.
You know, people like me call it vineyard.
Well, it's grape arbor.
Is it?
And come to find out, it's in a strip mall. And I was like, what in the world? And we go in there, and Bill, who owns Aspirations, such a knowledgeable man.
Yep.
Their process is unique in making wine. Headache not included.
Yeah, no preservatives, none of the gunk that you get with
Big batch wine.
Yeah, big batch. I mean, again,
all of a sudden we know about big batch.
Again, when you distribute nationally and you make huge batches, they have to, I guess, for safety's sake and whatnot, put preservatives in there. But I didn't realize, for me, that's probably what would cause me headaches and why I gravitated away from wine. And
not only that, but he has liquor.
Yep.
With the wine base.
So instead, it's not
distilled.
It's fermented. Yeah.
And I have a lot of friends from Wilmington that are in the Clearwater area.
Oh, that's right. I know that.
Jimmy Leonard.
Yeah.
Deb, their daughter Desiree.
Your friend Jimmy Leonard.
I know you love Jimmy.
I love Jimmy.
And Jimmy dropped by to see us that day. And I was so thrilled that Aspirations used the footage that we shot to put the commercial on Facebook.
Yeah, that was nice.
But
we had a lovely interview. Bill, right?
Bill. And they've got a great event room in the back. So tickets are on sale. Once again, you can go to our events section to any one of our pages or go to fliporley.com and you can buy your tickets to those shows.
Yeah, I've got the tour, like there's a big thing across the main page that says tour schedule. And then that'll take you to the tour page for the hypnosis shows and also for Road Comics Adventures shows. And if you click any of those links, it'll take you to the website.
And you can buy tickets to the show. And we hope you'll all come out and watch the show. We love doing the shows. We're having a ball.
Yeah. So we're doing Road Comics Adventures at Kazi's live next weekend.
And this time, we're pretty sure we're really going to live through this because 2 weeks ago we were like, well, it's going to be Road Comics Adventures. I may have a puppet that's Flip. Because she was a pretty sick
girl. Oh, you feel good. But so we're doing it at Kazi's next weekend, Friday and Saturday. And then May 1 and 2, we're also doing Road Comics Adventures.
So we're going to Virginia for 2 nights and then coming back.
Home for 3.
Home for 3 and then
back to Florida for 3. 2 shows, 3 nights.
3 nights and to pick up more of my stuff because I found my box of hats and purses.
How you've made it this long is beyond me.
I've carried 1 purse since you picked me up in July.
Has it done the job?
Every woman out there just went,
well, I mean,
yes, it's carried my crap. It's carried your crap. I carry your stuff too. But it hasn't accentuated the outfits. But that's okay because since I lost all this weight, I haven't had a lot of outfits either. So it worked. But now I'm getting into clothes that I can wear.
I mean, the only way these days your purses are going to accentuate your outfit is if you cut leg holes at the bottom of the purse and you wear it like short shorts.
I know you think you're wildly funny right now. But every woman in here is going, she gonna kill him.
That was pretty. Come on, that's visual. You can see yourself wearing a purse, right? And then we can sing the Nair commercial.
No, we can't.
And then if you have straps, right, for the purse, you could wear them over your shoulders like they could be sort of mini short overalls. I could be a fashion designer.
No, you can't. Look, You see what he's wearing tonight, guys? He's got on his podcasting.
These are my podcasts and my long distance driving pants too. And I still have one gaping hole in the crotch. But I'm doing my best to hide with a leg.
Well, that's okay because I fixed the other.
No, these are the ones you fixed.
I know, but I fixed the other hole.
Yeah, there were many. There was a plethora of available skin visibility.
Well, not really with you anymore because as much as I've lost weight, man, looking at those beautiful pictures she was taking yesterday, I just looked at you and went, wow. Seems like it was a lot easier for you than it was for me. But you didn't have a ton of weight to lose.
Well, I mean, I've lost 30. So, I mean, you clearly lost more than me, but
I had a lot more weight to lose.
But I mean, and again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not providing medical advice. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not giving
Dear
dietary
God, our attorney's going to love you.
advice. I'm just saying what has worked for us with like not little struggle, but honestly, no struggle. We cut weight. We cut out sugar. We cut way back on carbs.
Well, no struggle for you. Let me just tell you, for anybody that's wondering about the cooking situation, I'm eating my own food while I'm at my old house. I'm texting him every day. Are you going to come and fix breakfast here? Because the chef here at this house sucks.
I have not had the opportunity to partake in many of the Rene Bray offerings when it comes to culinary delights. And
Except I made some candy.
oh, which was amazing. That actually was amazing. For those of you who don't know, when women in the South say candy, what they mean is pralines or pralines.
Or the spiced nuts.
Oh, yes.
Or the candied nuts.
Which is not code, that's literal.
You're a horrible human being.
Well, just in case there was a misunderstanding.
The only person that misunderstands things like that is you are the problem.
I like
You.
I like to proactively head off any possible misunderstandings. I'm proactive.
– 14 months ago, I could not have envisioned the crazy hypnotist that was going to come into my life and break me into a giggly little schoolgirl with your silliness.
You're a hoot.
You, my friend, are a hoot.
By the way, if you're watching on right now
Grinder
on YouTube or Grinder, or as I like to call it, Rumble, would you consider putting in the chat whether or not picture and audio and video is clear or not clear?
What, you decide that after the first hour and a half that we've done?
Well, I've been thinking about it, and now,
Because we own a production company.
and after thinking about it for a while, I decided that yes, it's probably.
And we're really close to ending the podcast.
Wait, what time is it?
I don't know.
That's only an hour 9.
Yes, but one of us might have to go to the potty.
Oh. Hey, you know, it'd be a good thing to do right now. We can go ahead and sign off.
No, it's not like I'm going in there to throw up. But
No,
we'll just wait till the next exit. I'm kind of in that place.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, it's not like an emergency. I'm going to throw. It's not one of those where I'm either going to pass out.
Well, I learned my lesson the hard way. When you go, Flip, I'm going to be sick, and I'm like, great. What do you think about them Dodgers? And you got up and you go, all right, I'm out. And it turned.
No, I didn't even say that. I don't think I said. You said, are you ready? You know, do you think we should close out? And I go, I don't feel well. And then you started to close out with, well, guys, but Yeah. And that's when I go, I'm either going to vomit on camera or I'm going to pass out. And had I thought about it in my current state of mind, I'd have gone, that'll go viral.
No, that absolutely been viral.
Projectile vomiting is perfectly acceptable. But at that point, I stood up and I moved it. I don't know what you're about ready to do something horrible. Becky, he may be yours shortly.
No, I'm just saying, if you could have combined passing out
And projectile
and
vomiting.
you'd have been like a water wiggle.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. And I'm thinking, no, I almost went down for the count on that one. That when I stood up that night to leave the pot, because you were like, and she's gone.
Oh, you took off quick.
Yeah, and that's when we were at two separate places. So
Do you know what a water wiggle is?
yeah, it's,
Okay.
of course I know.
Okay.
I had 3 children.
I just thought it was visual. I could see that passing, but the projectile vomiting would keep you sort of flailing about.
Yeah, everybody's got a visual. Enjoy your dinners, Central Time. At this point, if anybody from Rebecca's organization is watching this, they're gonna be looking at Allie and going, "This is what you hooked us up with right here," and then we'll go, Rebecca, how do you feel about water wiggles? And well, interesting.
See, that's what I choose to believe. That's what makes me charming. These little quips. From Mike Peters. Picture and sound is good.
Lovely.
Well, that's exciting.
After I'm hour 9 into it, yeah.
Well, I don't know. So let's see what else we got. We got a hell of a drive. We're gonna probably do at least one, maybe more lives.
Oh yeah.
On our way to Newport News, we've got 750 miles from where we are to Causey's.
Yeah, I know.
750.
It's 800 from our house to where we are now. 801.
Oh, you mean in Lafayette? I thought you meant from Rhines. It's like, man,
No,
I
from
think
our
someone's
house.
exaggerating a little. I mean, with traffic, it takes a while, but that's
No, I thought it was our house.
It is.
But I thought it was our dog too until yesterday at the photo studio. Let me tell you what this dog. Who feeds the dog most of the time?
I'd say 60-40 you.
Because I get up earlier than you do.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. I'm awake first. And I like to make sure she's got her food and her water and everything. And at night, and especially the last 4 weeks, you've been really sick. I didn't want you up doing stuff. So I would run and get her food and get everything set up. So I've been taking care of her, like her little service human.
Right.
Yesterday at the photo studio, she didn't even look at me. She
was
look at
being
me.
somewhat aloof.
Yeah, and then I figured out today why. I didn't give her any treats.
You were not bribing her.
You and Rebecca were the ones.
And Allie.
And Allie.
Yeah, everybody was giving her treats. Renee was being the adult in the room.
No, I was trying. I had on clothes. I was trying not to get my clothes messed up.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, I was trying
Ah.
to keep it because my skirt kept wrinkling. We got really dressed up to do this for.
Well, I mean, I wore stage clothes.
I dressed up.
You dressed up. I dressed up as much as I was willing to.
Yeah, you were a little surprised, weren't you?
Yeah. No, because the only thing that I knew that from things you told me that you had were sort of like feminine but somewhat business attire type dressed up clothing. So I wouldn't have called that business attire.
No, that wasn't business attire.
was like-
But I did do a few
That
things.
was cocktail or ballroom. It was more frilly.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know how I backed
Oh, I knew you were going to bring this up. This is great. What? I had on a skirt and a blouse. And what was my skirt made of?
I don't even remember how it came up.
Because we were talking about. Well, I was trying not to wrinkle it, and you get and somebody said something about the material, and you go, I think it's.
No, I go, as a joke, I said, is that what, Alex, what is taffeta? And I see three women's heads whip around.
We all went.
Now, here's the funny thing. I knew I didn't make up the word taffeta. Like, I knew there was a word. I had no idea what it was, no idea what it looked like.
I was wearing a taffeta skirt.
I picked a word that I thought sounded funny, and I wanted to use it because it made me chuckle. It just so happens that it was taffeta. But I didn't know.
Rebecca, Allie, and I all at one time went, and he goes, "What?"
Yeah, I had no idea.
It's taffeta.
It's really funny when you guess something and you have no idea that you're guessing it correctly because you're just messing around. I was jokey. It was a jokey joke. I just thought it was a funny word.
Yeah, he knew.
Every once in a while, I'll use what I think is a funny word, and it turns out it's horrible, and I end up eating a lot of crow. In this case, I used what I thought was a funny word, and I was spot on.
Yeah, sometimes you're pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm. I like words. I like words. Unfortunately, since I don't always know what the word means, I sometimes don't use it correctly.
And then sometimes you do, which is also very scary, some of your word choices, but they're always funny. You've never disappointed me.
Oh.
I got to tell you, 14 months. And
yeah. Wow. It's so funny. At like 11 months, I guess, from like our first phone conversation, I didn't know it, but the Renee was counting down the days to it, the anniversary of the first year, assuming that would be the end of our friendship.
I haven't had a lot of luck with and look who I'm talking to.
I've always.
But you know what's funny is what did we do during our 11th month? Do you remember what we watched? Because I can tell you what we watched that changed my thinking about a lot of things. What movie did we watch?
Was it The Rookie? That was during the 11th month?
That was a week before our anniversary.
The Rookie, Dennis Quaid. And the little kid from 2.5 Men.
Oh, yeah. He
played his son. And it was based on a true story where Dennis Quaid, as like a 40-year-old science teacher and baseball coach in...
goes back to...
Was it like Odessa, Texas?
Yeah, it was in Odessa, Texas.
And he ended up...
C.W. Kendall gig.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You worked way more for Ken Rain than I did. I did some of his gigs.
Yeah, because they were really crappy bar gigs that didn't pay any money. Of course I was working.
Here's what's funny. Some of the gigs that I thought were Ken Ran, probably not in the day, but like as time went by, it turns out that they were solo gigs.
Yeah.
Like Jody's Comedy Club in Bossier.
So
could have sworn that was Ken Ran.
So.
Yeah.
But here's the funny thing. The movie The Rookie, the thing that it gave me was, and I'm not Catholic. I don't have a St. Christopher's medal. I'm not into all of that stuff. I'm very much more New Age.
I would say that's true.
Yeah. But there was something about that movie that when it came on, they showed the patron saint, Rita, who was impossible.
She was the patron saint of meter maids.
Don't kill you.
That's a Beatles tune.
Patron saint of meter maid?
No, lovely Rita, meter maid.
Oh, yeah. I didn't put it together. But impossible causes, abused women and children, which I've done since 1995. divorces.
That would be me. Well, you
And-
too, but me.
And just patron saint of impossible causes. And it's very funny. I've really embraced that. And I love that too because our buddy Janet Schultz up in Ohio, her dog that she has been working with and fostering's name is Rita.
Oh, right.
And Rita's had a really hard time getting a good home. And I want to get her a patron saint for Rita.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Rita Marino.
Rita Marino.
Although I will say, one of the dogs they had for a very long time, Percy, did find a forever home, I believe.
After spending over half of his life.
Yeah.
And before he had to celebrate his next birthday. That's a lead in for you.
What, that your birthday's coming up?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody, the Renene's birthday's coming up. It's April 28th.
Which is?
Oh, it's going to be a podcast Tuesday.
We're doing it a week from today.
We're doing it a week from today.
Yeah.
We'll be at home. We'll be at home on Tuesday next week. It'll be Renene's birthday.
Look how you stepped over that big pile you were going to step in.
And it's going to be
7 p.m. Eastern?
well, yeah, okay.
Now, are you afraid to say that it's my 69th birthday?
No, I was going to say it in a funny way.
I knew you. I knew what you were thinking.
Yeah.
But no, because here's something I've learned in the past 14 months. I have not always enjoyed my birthday. Not because I minded getting older. April is usually a month that's crazy for me. And right after we first started talking on the phone, he goes, "Oh, don't be that way." And I go, "You watch. Wait, April's going to be
Horrible. It always is. It's a horrible month.
I
hate
just
it.
don't look forward to it." Blah, 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 blah. And I went on and on. And the first thing that happens is somebody that was very near and dear to me passed away in the first
week
week
of
of
April.
it.
Well, no, like April 4th or so, something like that.
4th. Yeah, it was April 4th. Passed away. And so I sent him a text message as I'm crying my eyes out. And I could just hear him going, "Oh, no, this is going to be kind of hard to overcome." But it wasn't. And, and last year was the best birthday I think I've ever had.
Which I'm thrilled about.
And that's
So I used to not like birthdays also. And then I had an epiphany one day, which I think I told you. But here's my epiphany. Even when you're younger and in school, but more so once you're out of school, whether it's out of elementary school, out of high school, out of college, whatever, and you start living your life. Every day, pretty much, is, going to work, coming home, doing chores, paying bills. And then people either, look forward to the weekend, or they look forward to their 1, 2, 3, or 4 week vacations that they get during the year.
right.
Or they look forward to holidays, because a lot of what you have to do in life is things that you have to do. And then you have these moments in time, which are special moments. And I don't think special moments should be wasted. I think they should be celebrated. So whether, it's New Year's or 4th of July or a birthday or
But you
an
made last
anniversary.
year very special.
And I mean, they don't
I
have
thought
to,
you'd lost your mind.
well, I don't think it has to be the most important thing. And I don't think a person has to build it up so much in their mind that it can never meet the expectations. But I also do think it's okay to take a moment to recognize it's a special time.
And somebody else has a birthday coming up this week. Joanne. Joanne is April 25th.
Yes. Our good friend Joanne in the DC area.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because she and I told you, I guessed her birthday within a couple of days. I did.
Whom you met when we were in Arlington, Virginia
Yes,
at
I
the
love
lovely
you.
draft house.
Yeah. And I hope we get back there again this year. All right. Now here's where we are. This is your hotel room sofa.
Yeah.
We could lose the deposit on the room if we don't close out shortly.
Okay,
That's what
well,
I
so
think.
here's what we're going to do. Fliporly.com is the website. You can get our travel information, our show information. We're on all the social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Our podcast is on Spotify, iHeart, Apple, Amazon, Rumble. Please subscribe. Please interact with us. Send a comment. We'll comment back. We'll get to know each other.
Well, one of us does.
Yeah, well, the universal we, meaning you. And we've been having a great time here in Florida. Looking forward to Newport News. And we hope to see all of you.
And we can't wait till next week when we can share Rebecca with you. She's really somebody very special. Yeah. She's a very special artist.
And again, it's not taking a picture like you do with your cell phone. This is artwork that can last for generations. And
it should.
And they're keepsakes. I mean, it's something that you would hang over a fireplace.
I was shocked at it's like, I think I said this. It's like when you watched Falcon's Crest or any of those old shows, right. TV shows like Dallas or any of them, there's always a picture of the family above the fireplace that was painted. These are those kinds of photographs.
And honestly, it's just...
And tune in next week.
We recommend it.
You get something very special from Rebecca.
So that being said, we hope to see you all soon. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back again next week. Same bat time, same bat station.
Yes, and probably a few times from the road. We didn't do many from the road as we were coming down here because...
I struggled with this drive.
Yeah,
I mean, it was easier than I thought it was going to be in some respects, but it was a lot harder than I expected to be.
We travel pretty well.
Yeah, we do.
Yep. Even sick, we do pretty well. Yep. So, but anyway, so thank you all very much for tuning in. It's so greatly appreciated. And for the first time today, I finally looked at where the camera was. I didn't even think about that.
I was pointing like Babe Ruth. It's like when you set me up when you throw a comment over the plate, and I get a chance to point because I'm going to hit it over the left field fence. That being said, you know what we are? We're at bitches.
See you guys next week. Thank you. Don't forget to vote.
Vote for Renee for Entrepreneur
Impact.